to this beat.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm, of course, your man. I'm your man, Captain Will. Making sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel, that Gamecock gospel every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day, y'all. You are now rocking with the best. And since you are now rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got to go today, y'all. I said we got to go today, y'all. It's been a while. I've been celebrating my birthday. Happy 49th birthday to your man, Captain Will. But I'm back. I'm back and better than ever. And I'm ready to talk some basketball. But before I start talking some basketball, I just got to recap a little bit. I got to recap a little bit about what was going on in the last week or so. Cause I haven't been touching bases with y'all. I haven't been, vibing with my family. I haven't been vibing with my family for a little bit. So we gotta reconstruct some stuff. That's been going on. So last week, my wife and I, we drove down to Smyrna, Georgia. Went out to Smyrna, Georgia, and that's where my sister-in-law lives. So we came out in there, and we was going to go see the Atlanta Dream. Atlanta Dream, the Las Vegas Aces had our outfits ready to turn up, ready to do our thing, and we was going to be, courtside. I got these tickets back in May. Okay, got these tickets back in May, and then the day before, find out that my tickets weren't authorized for me to buy. I was like, what the hell? Why would you do that to me? But then I found out that a whole lot of people got screwed over with that whole fiasco. Because the growth and the uprising of WNBA is changing the game. It's changing the game for real. So they got to be ready. They got to be ready for those things. So they wasn't ready at all. So they offered some standing room only. And like I said, I just turned 49. I didn't do no standing room only now. Me and wifey can't do no standing room only watching no basketball game. We got bad knees like that. Ruck marches and running all the damn time in the Army. We don't do none of that. None of that at all. And then talking about complimentary game to the Indiana Fever in the State Farm Arena. Now, I got to check that out. Got to see what's going on with that. Is it going to be complimentary? Now, complimentary might be out there by the concession stand, and you might see a peek of the game, or complimentary might be some better seats. So I keep you advised of all those situations. But I was real upset for a little while. Then, it was my birthday, so I got happy real fast. Real fast, got happy. So wifey and I went to a Braves game. Had a great time at the Braves game. We go to the birthday, Punta Cana. Who ain't never been to Punta Cana, I encourage you to go. It was amazing. The weather sucked, though. I'm not going to lie, because it rained every day. But the weather, it didn't stop the joy. It didn't stop the happiness of turning 49, because anytime you wake up above the dirt, it's a celebration time, yeah? So it's a celebration time. So in honor of everyone celebrating, in honor of we ain't did a shot o'clock in a minute, so in honor of doing those things, time to do a shot o'clock for everybody who watching your man Captain Will, watching the future, and waking up on this side of the dirt. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Let's talk some basketball. So, I'm looking up in my office and everything, and I'm seeing the Indiana Fever and the Washington Mystics play, and Indiana's up right now by 9 points, 4 minutes and 50 seconds and left in the second quarter. So, but we ain't going to start with that. We'll talk about a little bit of that later. What we'll talk about? Joyce Edwards. Joyce Edwards has arrived. Joyce Edwards has arrived on campus at the University of South Carolina. Oh, she's arrived. Saw the pictures. Saw all the good stuff that's going on. Joyce Edwards. The greatness that we will see with Joyce Edwards. I don't even know how to put in context or in a situation or fix my brain to say in so many words that greatness has arrived, and we all gonna be some witness of it. I am so high on Joyce Edwards. I don't know what to say. I believe Joyce Edwards, when it's all said and done, and I'm saying this right now, when it's all said and done, after 4 years of being a South Carolina Gamecock, I'm standing on business right now. Joyce Edwards will be, if not the number one player who's ever been at the University of South Carolina, I'm talking about Angel Wilson, she'll be number 2. I have that much faith in Joyce Edwards, country girl from Camden, South Carolina, has won every single award known to man and woman in high school basketball. She is showing up at the University of South Carolina as the most decorated player to ever step foot on campus. She is the most decorated student athlete to ever step foot at the University of South Carolina. And I'm talking about basketball. I'm talking about football. I'm talking about table tennis. I'm talking about rugby. I'm talking about spades. I'm talking about pity pat. I'm talking about you name the sport. Joyce Edwards is the best who's ever done it to come to the University of South Carolina. That is how I feel about Joyce Edwards. No. Don't pay no attention to what ESPN talking about. They don't know what. Don't get me on ESPN. Because I was, even though I was out there in the Dominican Republic drinking some Mama Wana, whatever it's called, some Dominican drink. I seen everything that's going on ESPN. I see that whole tomfoolery that's going on with old Stephen A. Smith. I see that mess. Basically talking about he done made these women commentators, these women personalities, these women talent ESPN. Monica Millette said, oh, hell no, not today, brother. Not today. Monica, I was like, ooh, I had to show wife. Like, ooh, you see it over here? Let me show you this right here. She just handing it to him. She handing it to him. And rightfully so. Brother, he made nobody. He made nobody because you have a guess on that. Monica Millette don't even remember. Stephen A. Smith don't even remember when Monica Millette was dominating the Georgetown. She don't remember how she got on the grind up the hard way and made it to where she is now. She's been commentating for the New York Knicks for years. Made somebody. You got to be kidding me. Like, bro. I'm like, that tripped me out. And then the whole thing with Pat McAfee said what he said about Caitlin Clark. I'm like, yo, these cats just saying some stuff and they don't get fired. Like, because they're getting paid so much money. Like, I can't fire him. I can't fire Pat McAfee. He just came out with a bogus, statement talking about, I'm sorry, Caitlin Clark. I meant it as a compliment. Like, what? That's what we're doing, right? But you know, if that thing was turned upside down and you said them words in a different type of way with a different skin tone, all hell would have broke loose. But he should have been fired. He should have been something laid off. He should have had something to go on. You just can't come on national TV, live TV, and just say whatever the hell you want to say like that. You can't disrespect women like that. Either good way or bad way. You just don't do that. You just don't do that. And they're like, oh my God. They're just so funny. But back to Joyce Edwards. Joyce Edwards is truth. She's a truth and she's not a Gamecock. But don't make no mistake about it. Let's make no mistake about it. Maddy McDaniel is here and ready to ball. Maddy McDaniel, second best point guard in the country, has arrived at the University of South Carolina. She has arrived. The second best point guard, top 10, in my humble opinion, player in this 2024 class is now on campus. Maddy is healthy. She is ready to contribute. She's ready to do what she has been put on planet Earth to do. And that is be sensational with the basketball in her hands. I've been talking about Maddy McDaniel since last August. When I saw her at the Under Armour Elite 24. I've been talking about Maddy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, you are about to see a spectacular player with the basketball in her hands in Maddy McDaniel. We have the #1 recruiting class in the country, not by volume. Not by volumes. We always get entrusted or getting engulfed with the number of players in volume. We're not. We don't have the volume that a Southern Cal have. Southern Cal with 5-6 players to in this 2024 recruiting class. Nope, we don't have that. We got 3. We got 3 players in this recruiting class. That's it. That's 3. All 3 of them ranked in the top 26 according to ESPN. We don't know how good Adhel Tac. Adhel Tac, got a ring last season. Showed up in January, injured, red shirt. Going to start her red shirt season, in the fall. We don't know how good this young lady going to be. We don't. We have no clue how good she's going to be. She could be, a terror under the basket. If she is who we think she's going to be, or especially who I think she's going to be, we're going to have a post player for the next 4 years who's going to be dominant in the SEC and regular play. That's Adhel Tac. I know what Joyce is going to be. I know what Maddy's going to be. Do not let anybody tell you what South Carolina don't have. Because if you're going to say something about South Carolina, what we don't have, then you ain't looking at no basketball. You ain't paying no attention to no basketball. Because South Carolina got everything. Everything. There's nothing on this team that is missing any attributes of being a champion once again. That's nothing. Nothing. And then you add Sakima Walker, who decided to come on and be the mama bear to all these young pups on this team. That's going to help too. Sakima Walker, 6'5". She's 6'5". Anywhere, any matter way you slice it, any way you dice it, Sakima Walker is 6'5" tall with long arms and can play basketball. Is she Kamilla Cardoso? No, but she don't have to be Kamilla Cardoso. She just got to improve from last season and get 10, 11 minutes of play. That's all she got to do. She's going to be that insurance factor just in case Adhel Tac is not ready to go. She's going to be a grown up in the room because she already graduated. Make no mistake about it. You cannot gloss over the leadership, the nurtureship, all these ships that Sakima Walker is going to bring to the table on this young basketball team. Not as young as last year. Make no mistake, not as young as last year. Okay, but still, young in a couple of spots. And I believe that in some positions, you can have a young player being asked to do or to get a nice amount of minutes. I expect Joyce to be plug and play. Plug and play. I don't expect Maddy to play much this year. Because ahead of her, you got Raven and Powell and Fulwiley and Tessa, Bree. You got all these different players ahead of her. Now, injuries will happen. They happen every season. But if you got a 5-star player like Maddy McDaniel, who's sitting on the bench, soaking up all the knowledge of the players ahead of her, and someone gets injured, she's a baller. 2 years from now, Maddy will be starting. She'll be starting. That is the fact. If Raven leaves early to go to the WNBA, she will be starting next year. I am letting you know right now. Right now. But the odds are right now that Raven will be back for another season. Okay? But May is the truth. She's the truth. She's the truth. This is a good spot. This is a good spot to plug. One of the sponsors, Live Good. Live Good is a great supplement for, I would say, middle-aged folks. Now, younger folks can take it as well. Obviously, younger folks can take it as well. But I'm talking about those middle-aged folks who went away and was eating everything known to man. Talking about them. Talking about the ones who didn't eat enough fruits and vegetables. Live Good is a good product. It's a good product to give you that extra oomph that you need in your life. So Live Good, check it out. Check out the website. They got gummies. They got all kinds of cool things. Check out Live Good. It's on the bottom in the description bar below. If you want to live life to the fullest, just live good, y'all. Just live good. I'm telling you. What else we want to talk about? So much that I miss. But it's cool though when you come back and so many things that's going on, and it's real cool. It's real cool. Let's go through a few of these questions and comments. I have to thank everyone for the birthday wishes. Everyone who wished me a happy birthday. It is so cool being, from folks who celebrate with you. I think that's what it's all about. Celebrate with you. And I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and say, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you for rocking with me tonight on a Friday night, because you could be doing anything else. You could be doing a honey-do list. You could be doing anything on a Friday night. You could be whatever. So many different things, but, got folks hanging out with your man, Captain Will, and then folks who take the time to wish me a happy birthday. I really do appreciate it. It's so cool. And I am definitely nothing without y'all, my family. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Sam, I've been refreshing the channel over and over, waiting for some videos. I was real happy until I saw we got to wait 8 p.m. Excuse me. Sam, what's good? So here's the deal. I've been doing a lot of shorts. I've been putting my youngest son to work. So he's been doing these shorts for me. So we've been rocking together with that. He is, just graduated college and getting ready to go to grad school in the fall. Said, brother, you're going to do some work. So he's doing it. And so you've been doing some shorts and while I was gone, trying to, keep the channel going and everything, give you a little bit, but we about to get crunk. We about to get crunk because I have on my schedule that we're going to do a live show the next 5 nights. So it's going to be on and popping regardless. We ain't talking about nothing. We're going to be live the next 5 nights at 8:00. Okay. Urban Goodwin, I feel that getting Walker back on the interior is huge. More significant than we think. I feel the same way, Urban, and thank you for the comment. I feel the exact same way. I think that last year, I think she learned a lot. I think it was use that scenario of growing on the bench or just because the speed was so different. Now, obviously, she went to Rutgers and then went to JC. Rutgers ain't the SEC. Rutgers definitely ain't South Carolina. So she came to South Carolina like, wow, because you are literally playing every day in practice against all-stars. You are playing in practice against future WNBA players. Much different, light years different than playing in junior college or Rutgers. It's not even a comparison. So I think it took some time for her to adjust to the speed of the game. It's going to take some time. For all my folks who rock with, football, the football season be starting for the Gamecocks August 31st, playing Old Dominion. You got Lenora Sellers, who's going to be the starting quarterback. It's going to take some time. Because he ain't never started a football game before with all the accolades that he already received. It takes time. The speed of the game for Lenora Sellers would be much different than it was in South Florence or in the spot time that it got last season playing, back up to Spencer Rattler. It's going to take time. And the same thing I envision for, Sakima Walker. I expect for her to have some growth, and I expect to see some improvement for her last year playing basketball. But what I also expect is things that you can't see. I think that stuff that's unseen that Sakima Walker is going to bring to the table is going to be amazing. Amazing. I really do. Darren Garcia ready for the team to get back to practice and summer workouts. Everybody showed up. And for what I hear, summer workouts start on Monday. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Everybody back. Now, Joyce, Joyce going to be playing for Team USA. Joyce going to be playing for Team USA. So, she's going to be in the tippity top of the shape that she will be in. You know what I'm saying? Just like our Raven Johnson and Chloe Kitts, who played, last season or last year at Team USA and came in phenomenal shape. I expect the same thing to happen for Joyce Edwards. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm just like you. I'm like you, brother. I cannot wait. Man, they should sell tickets. Tommy Mills, I'm ready for some Gamecocks recruiting. It's like because when you're talking about Gamecock recruiting, Tommy Mills, you have to talk about a young lady who I've been talking about for a while now, who I want on this team. That's Jazzy Davidson. I want me some Jazzy Davidson on this basketball team. I think she would be the perfect fit for the South Carolina Gamecocks. She'll be perfect. The 6'1" wing from Oregon, top 3 player in the country. You got various different, recruiting lists have different things, but I'm going with the top 3, player in the country in the class of 2025. I saw her last year too. No, the girl is sensational. She is a sensational player. Can handle the ball, can play defense, can shoot it, have post moves, can rebound at basketball. She is a great high school player and will make another team very happy. Now, she recently, pared down her list, to 6. And of course, South Carolina's in the mix. She eliminated, LSU. Sorry for your loss, LSU. Nope, not going to get her either. You ain't getting nobody in class 2024. You ain't getting Jazzy Davidson either. Sorry for your loss. Keep on trying. I did hear that Aliyah Chavez is making an official or a visit. I don't know if it's official now to LSU. Keep work with that. But for this basketball team and what we're going to be losing next season in Bree and Powell, I think Jazzy is the perfect fit for us. You can see a scenario because if the people leave who we think going to leave next year, Powell's gone, Bree gone. Both of those 2 players are gone. Sakima's gone. Here's a name. Who could? Nobody even think about this right here. Here's a name who could declare for the WNBA draft. Because you got these rules. You got these rules for women's college basketball players that's not for the masses. Not for men's college basketball. Not at all. You have to graduate 4 years removed from high school, be 22 years old. You know who's going to turn 22? I think it's October or November of this year. You know who? Ashlyn Watkins. Ashlyn Watkins is going to be 22 years old. I want to say in October, November of this year. She's a junior right now in college. She could technically go to the WNBA in the spring. Now, I ain't saying it's going to happen, but just keep it in mind that there's an option that Ashlyn would be draft eligible. She'd be draft eligible. Her and Raven are draft eligible after the season. Raven will be a redshirt junior. Watkins will be 22 years old and is eligible to go to the WNBA. I pray that both of them come back and we run this back again for the 3rd time because I already counted the second one. I'm already counting the second one. I'm saying we're going to win, 2 back to back, and I'm counting those already. I'm saying that already. June the 7th, I'm saying that. Run it back to back. But there's a possibility. But you have the situation with Powell, Bree gone, Sakima definitely gone, Sania gone. you got some holes in the game. Now you got, Miriam Dada, who will be back for another year after this upcoming year, which is really good. So that the Sania Feagin factor will be eliminated. Okay. You will have with Powell and Bree gone. So obviously you will move up Tessa and MiLaysia Fulwiley to the starting lineup. Unless you have a situation where Joyce is proven to play the 3, or she can play, I don't know what the hell Joyce is going to play. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, to have a different number for Joyce Edwards. I don't know. That's how good she is to me. But with that being said, you're going to have some depth, more depth with those players leaving. That's why I'm talking about a Jazzy Davidson who can spell at the 3. A true wing who can do so many things. That's bars too. I was a rapper. Wings can do so many things. Jazzy Davidson is who I want to be a Gamecock more than any other player. I'm throwing all my good vibes at Jazzy Davidson. Robert, Joyce Edwards is the truth. She is. She's the truth. Yeah, KYT video. He forgot her parents sent her to Georgetown where she earned a degree. Yeah, and thank you for the comment. You talking about Stephen A. I mean, and I'm telling you, I rocked with Stephen A. for so long. I did. But now I just can't, because sometimes just saying stuff just to say stuff with it's not really knowledge based. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just saying stuff. So I can't rock with it. No more. So I have not watched Stephen A.'s, I can't even say first take, the Stephen A. Smith show in years. So I just see clips of crazy stuff that goes on. I love Monica Manette, though. I love her commentary. I love her voice. I love the way she explains stuff. I really do. When you have a player who transitions into being an analyst and does it very, very well, and can also break it down so everybody can understand, that's what I like. Because everybody don't have a Georgetown University education. Don't have it. But if you can break it down so everybody can understand what's going on in the game and analytically speaking about it, that's who I'm for. Robert, Maddy is ready to make a name for herself. I'm telling you, don't sleep on the mouse. Don't sleep, Robert. Nope. I'm glad you said it. Don't sleep on Maddy. Don't sleep on her. She's going to do some stuff, man. She is going to do some stuff, and I can't wait to see her. And who was the one, not patting myself on the back, but who was the one right after she committed her first interview? And I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. I just started this show, just started the podcast. But I know when I have feels. I like, okay, I got a gut in my feeling she's going to say South Carolina. So before she announced at Under Armour, I sprinted. I'm going to be the first one. And I had this big old logo of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will on my polo shirt that my wife and I went to the mall to get made. So you had to see it. It's like a lightning bolt. And I'm like, whoa. So she did the interview. But she is real nice. She is a real nice young lady, and we are going to love her. Robert, Captain, we are loaded with post players. We are so loaded with post players. I mean, now we got 13 strong? 13 strong players. Repeat tour is on and popping. Repeat tour is on and popping for the South Carolina Gamecocks. So whatever the Southern Cows and the Southern Cows and the Connecticut's and all these other teams that South Carolina going to be playing, the Texases and all this stuff, South Carolina will be the hunted, which whatever, we'll be the hunted, but not like we're going to be going missing. You know what I'm saying? Not like we will be missing. Alan Pavon, been missing you. Alan, brother, I'm glad to be back. I am glad to be back talking with you guys. So happy. I guess we can talk a little bit about our girl, Kamilla Cardoso, who made her appearance last Saturday. You know, Kamilla Cardoso. And then she signed that deal with Skims. I think that's one of the Kardashian lines. Kamilla Cardoso also will be playing in the Chinese League after the WNBA is over. I hope after this collective bargaining agreement for the WNBA gets ripped up next year and start over, our young ladies won't have to go overseas to get paid what they're worth. But she's going to be playing in the Chinese League in the fall, much like most players will be doing, you know. But she's not getting a ton of minutes yet, but she will. She's coming off the bench. She's getting a few block shots, getting some rebounds, getting a few scores. She's still showing that passing ability. Really nice play the other day with her passing the ball to Angel Reese. We've seen that high-low stuff that in South Carolina she's doing. There's a minutes restriction for Kamilla Cardoso. Seems like it. But I think over the course of the season, it's 40 games in the season, you will see more of a partnership with Angel Reese. And you will see the growth of both players throughout this season. Now, Kamilla got a slow start because she was injured and missed several games, missed practice time. But you'll see what we love for Kamilla Cardoso, and that is her joy and most importantly, her basketball play. That's what we're going to see. I can't wait to see it. And these girls these young women don't have much practice time as it is. They got much practice time. The most practice time they're going to get is during the Summer Olympics break. Now, you're going to have several players. Yeah, about 12, 13 players who's going to be playing the Olympics. But the vast majority of the league will be off during that time, quote unquote off, right? I don't know if there's a rule to say they can't practice. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have, I don't know. It's like, oh, okay, time to stop. No practice time. I'm not sure how it goes down. But I know the Asia Wilsons and the Brianna Stewarts and, you know, the top players will be going to the Olympics because there ain't no situation in women's basketball. Ain't no situation in women's basketball where they like pass. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I ain't going. I ain't going to play for the Olympics. Nah, y'all go ahead. We'll send the B team or the C team over there. You don't do that in Team USA for the women. No way. Now, the men's team, you know, a little different. You got a bunch of old heads that's going and a few young heads, but you got, you know, LeBron about 40. And you know, you got some guys on there who played 12 Olympics. Well, shoot, you got Diana Taurasi who played, 6 of them? Diana Taurasi played with Staley. Like, what the hell? How'd that happen? Played with Staley, got coached by Staley in the Olympics. This is some crazy stuff, man. But Taurasi, I was watching the game. She had, 7 3-pointers. That girl still got it. How in the world? Diana Taurasi still be doing that. I'm like, wow. She be lighting it up still. I'm like, more power to you. I'm like, man, I get tired just getting out the bed. And she out there 42, getting ready to turn 42 years old, killing it. I'm like, whoa. Odo Eason, my brother. Thank you for being a member. Happy birthday. I will join you tonight. Keep forgetting, but you're the man. Thank you. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Lamar McFadden, Cap, do you think we get more SEC awards than we did last year? Okay, I'm going to break because you got 2 questions. Let's do that first one. Cap, do you think we get more SEC awards than we did last year? I think they got to look at awards differently. I think the SEC and the All-American in the space and all those various top point guard, top shooting guard, all these different awards that are given out need to be done differently. I think that because last year they completely missed the mark. Completely. because South Carolina wasn't supposed to be what South Carolina was. Completely missed the mark. So the way I look at it, team or the committees value players who play at least 31, 32 minutes of basketball game. I think that's what happens. But you have a team as deep and as amazing as South Carolina, where the most minutes went to what, Raven Johnson? What, 27.9 minutes per basketball game? We're not going to be in that running. So we're never going to have those high-level awards and like that, because we're not going to put up those stats, right? So, and then with the depth that South Carolina plays with, and we basically do hockey change-ups, hockey switches. We bring in our first five, then we bring in another first five. Other teams can't do that. So what you have is crazy stats by certain players who play an exorbitant amount of minutes. This is what you have. So you're getting credit. The players who put up great numbers, who's playing 36, 37 minutes of basketball per night, because they're only playing 7 players on their team, putting them these huge numbers. I don't think that's right. And then it'd be players play on sorry teams getting these damn awards. Makes no sense. So you penalize the teams like South Carolina who are better. Who are better? Our second five will be top 15 in the country. Say that out loud. Our second five would be a top 15, top 12 team in the country. That's how good we are, but we're not getting that credit. If I was the SEC committee and we doing these preseason awards, I would look at the stats using the per 36-minute calculation. So everybody is on the same page. Everybody is on the same amount of minutes split, and do it that way. Because you cannot tear down a player who's only playing 22 minutes because that team got 12 McDonald's All-Americans, 12 5-star recruits. When you are playing, but the opposing team only got 1 or 2 5-star recruits and are playing 35, 38 minutes a game. That's not right. That doesn't mean that player is better. Not at all. That means they playing more. That's what I'm going to do when I do my preseason stuff, 36 minutes. Per 36 minutes, and then I do the adjustment. Otherwise, they're never going to get the credit they deserve. But when you have a team that go 38-0, credit is what credit is, right? Credit is what credit is. So, and this team, like I said before, is going to be better than last year's team, bro. They got a problem. They got a problem. And then I'm reading your second question, and I just answered it. They got a problem. They got a problem. Robert Captain told LSU thanks, but no thanks, LOL. Nah, bro. We ain't nope. She don't want to parse LSU. That LSU fiasco that they got going on. They're like, whoa. No, not at all. Mr. J, I think Raven is in the league next year. I'm gonna say this, Mr. J. I'm gonna say this with all honesty. Because currently she's ranked the 14th player in the WNBA mock draft. Okay. Raven improved so much from her redshirt freshman year to a redshirt sophomore year on every single metric. With the exception of free throws, she dipped a little bit in free throws, but that's pretty much because she didn't get enough attempts. Enough volume, as they say. She improved in field goal percentage. She improved in three-point percentage, rebounds, assists. Defensive rating went down more. Offensive rating increased. She improved so much. I don't want the situation where Raven would go into the league or basically skip a year and then be drafted low and get cut. I don't want that to happen. I want Raven, because I want to see them continued improvement, and I know she will. I know Raven gonna improve. She's a gym rat, you know. She loved basketball. And when you love basketball and you talk junk, you got to be on your game. You have to be on your game. And Raven Johnson is her. She's going to talk smack. Raven Johnson, I think this year, Raven Johnson is going out with another chip on her shoulder. I think she's going to come out with something else to prove again. I think that's what gets her going. I really think that's going to get her going and get her hype every single game, because these young girls got to continue to set bars, and the coaching staff got to continue to keep them motivated, because they're not losing basketball games. They're not. I lost 3 games in 3 years. They're not losing basketball games. So going into this season, there got to be a whole different, I think, approach for this basketball team. Now, obviously, you add in Joyce, and you add in Maddy, and you add in Adhel, you add in, Dada to the mix. So you got 4 new pieces on this team. Powell's came back for another year. But last year. This year, those teams are going to try to take South Carolina's head off. We have to be ready for that. Will we go undefeated, even though I believe that this is going to be the best season, best year, best team that's ever been assembled at the University of South Carolina? And I think it has the potential to be the best team assembled in the history of the world, in life, in universe. Will they win every game? I don't know. I do say this. If there is a hiccup sometime this season where we lose a game or 2, it will be a wake-up call, and they will refocus, because then, Don got their attention if they lose a game here or there. Texas at home and away, going to be tough. It's going to be a tough basketball game. UConn, going to be tough. LSU will be tough. Maybe. I still think we'll beat the brakes off LSU. But South Carolina just got the schedule is massive. The schedule is massive. And I think we will, jump to the level of our competition and play at the same mark that we did last year and the year before last and the year before that too. But this is a different squad, different team, and they just gotta get it right, Just gotta get it right. Again, I want to thank everyone for my birthday wishes. So amazing, y'all. So amazing. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. We will be doing this again tomorrow night. 8:00 p.m. live with Captain Will. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will, making sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell somebody about Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.